We turn now to crime, violent crime. It's down in this country, amazing given the recession, but in some places, in some cities, a vicious cycle of killing and retaliation has taken so many young lives that in Chicago, they call it an epidemic. And that prompted one epidemiologist from the University of Northern Illinois School of Public Health to ask, what if? What if we treated urban violence as if it were a medical epidemic, like the flu? Well, the results are genuinely encouraging. Chris Fury reports.
On Chicago's west side, two young women are bickering
But you're still here.
over a man. One of them threatens to call in reinforcements to settle the score.
I don't want to start jump off. I'm gonna call my girls over here. Just be cool.
But this man, Napoleon English, knows such petty squabbles can quickly turn violent in neighborhoods infested with gangs and guns.
Okay, all I'm asking is give me opportunity to resolve the situation.
Napoleon is a violence interrupter, paid about $30,000 a year to defuse such fights.
A young lady got shot on 82nd and Holman.
19-year-old male shot.
We shooting kids and everything now.
This is a hard job trying to stop killers on a regular basis.
He's part of a group called Ceasefire, trying a novel approach to slow the bloodshed in cities like Chicago.
They're waging war in the streets of Chicago, and we're losing children every single day.
Dr. Steve Salzman, a trauma surgeon, treats gunshots and stab wounds in a city where nearly 150 young people have been killed this year.
How you doing, man? Good.
The interrupters do some of their most vital work here, just after a shooting or stabbing.
Out of nowhere, I just heard a gunshot and I got shot in my legs. Went through this leg and went through this leg.
Were you outside at the time?
No, I was inside the house.
Ceasefire knows Gerard Spruill may be in the mood for revenge, so interrupter Charles Mack pays a visit.
When I met you, I felt something. I don't know what it was. I told my girl, I said, man, I hope he's serious about what he said. I'm gonna call him when I get out of here.
Right.
You told me about jobs and things and that
Right.
to going to school. Because I don't have a GED or diploma, but I want that.
Right.
I am gonna get that.
Right.
I just need somebody that'll help.
Right.
Everybody need help.
Be encouraged. I got your number. I know where you at. You got my number, and we gonna work together.
This be a new chapter in my life.
It will be.
Why does intervening at a hospital prevent further violence?
This is the moment where people are most vulnerable. This is the true moment of truth where you can make that change.
I want to change my life. I'm tired. I'm 24 years old. I feel like I'm 56 years old.
The idea behind Ceasefire is to keep minor arguments from becoming deadly ones, isolating the epidemic before it spreads, treating violence like a public health crisis instead of merely a crime problem.
The reality is violence is epidemic. I mean, epidemic to a point that most Americans do not realize how out of control this problem is.
When you bring a gang of people to somebody else's block and they house, they feeling like you come to something.
Here in the Englewood neighborhood, tensions are running high after another fight between two girls attracted gangs and their weapons. 13-year-old Lucy got maced.
Lucy got him out on. She talk about everybody and think ain't nobody supposed to say nothing to her.
It's kids playing ball every day, man. We need to be serious, man, and put all that garbage aside, man. We live together, man. We got to communicate and get to know each other better, man. We got to put all that side stuff aside.
So Ceasefire gets their families together.
Hold up. Let's let everybody talk. We'll let everybody talk.
To keep their silly spats from boiling over into bloodshed.
She just wants some type of commitment to where she know with her daughter out there, they not gonna go back on their word and try to do nothing else to her, or versus her daughter doing something to them. But she know if her daughter say it's why, she got her daughter. Her daughter ain't finna go get no 10 girls to come back and retaliate.
In cases like this, expectations of revenge fuel the violence. Listen to Lucy's father.
If something happens to somebody's family, it's gonna bring wrong folks in there. If wrong folks coming at, it's gonna get big time. It's gonna be some real shooting, some real gang banging, and we got enough people locked up and dead already.
The Ceasefire workers are assigned to work Chicago's meanest streets. Most are ex-cons and gangbangers. Some, like Nakenya Hardy, have taken bullets themselves.
Actually came out right here.
And it went in where?
And it went in my back. It was a wake-up call.
A wake-up call initiated by a Ceasefire worker who begged Hardy not to kill the man who'd shot him.
And actually, he got in my head and he made me realize that
me trying to retaliate gonna be nothing but selfish. I let him live his life. I went on to live my life and tried to do the better by joining the ceasefire, and it's working out for the best for me and my love, my kids.
That its interrupters are rough around the edges may actually give ceasefire more credibility on the street. Fred Seaton stepped in to stop this man from shooting a teen who'd stolen TVs from his car.
I was mad, irritated, and when I called him, I really wanted to hurt him, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. And in the middle of me hurting him, Fred came in, actually literally came in the middle and was like, calm down, man.
What would have happened if you weren't there, maybe, you think?
Somebody got shot. Ain't no question. If he went there, I probably would have shot.
Really?
Yeah, I would have. Fred stayed with me.
Shootings and killings are down as much as 70% where the interrupters are active, but they cover only slivers of the city, and in the toughest neighborhoods, violence is so ingrained.
How many people have been shot at?
And guns so pervasive.
How many people have access to a gun?
The whole team.
It's clear that even ceasefire faces an uphill fight.
My grandma don't even like coming outside. My grandma don't even want me coming outside.
She came down there acting tough. We not scared. Her friends ran on her. That's the only reason why she got beat like that. Y'all got with Lucy then?
Later in the ceasefire office, the interrupters are pleading with those two girls and their families not to fan the flames of revenge.
Y'all, I'm begging y'all, and I don't even know y'all. Please leave it alone, y'all. Please.
Finally, this grudging promise.
Yeah, I'm through with it. If they through with it, I'm through with it.
But we don't start with you. No, you through with it. You through with it.
Because she seems like she the boss.
No, let her know. No.
She the
No,
boss.
you serious though. If you finish with it,
You know, through with it.
In the end, Lucy's uncle throws his arm around her rival and gives her a hug. The tension broken. The transmission of a potentially violent contagion stopped in its tracks, at least for now. I'm Chris Bury for Nightline in Chicago.